Hell yeah, an old man died.
The DARPA chief and President Baker. So now the terrorists know both detonation codes.
To their hearts.
And on top of that, they both died right in front of my eyes.
Snake.
Don't look at me.
Now they're dead right in front of my thighs.
The only way to stop a nuclear launch is to either use the
Is that a
detonation
box
code
under
release
his
keys
thigh?
that Meryl's holding, or
Propping it up.
Or find the Metal Gear chief engineer that President Baker mentioned, Hal Emmerich.
in any case, you should contact Meryl by Codec. Wasn't her frequency written on the back of the CD case?
Not the one that we received from President Baker. The CD case in the game is a floppy disk that doesn't actually have a case.
The codec that she has is President Baker's codec, right?
Yeah.
Why did President Baker forget his own codec frequency?
Snake, quit desecrating that corpse.
And then President Baker die of a heart attack?
Yeah, smells pretty rotten to me.
He's only been dead a few minutes.
Anything.
No. But there's definitely something going on.
Nothing like this ever happened to me in Alaska. It's a good thing you're keeping that body secured.
That way, if any guard comes through here, they'll think it's just business as usual. Ah, nobody's been through here. Don't need to increase the alert. So, we got the level 2 card, and it works on all level 1 doors as well. No more switching keycards.
So the guards just come in here, see the boxes are empty, and they just refill everything?
Well, I assume... Well, they probably...
Who keeps moving this stuff?
Somebody needed them somewhere on the base. They came and reloaded their gun.
Do any of the guards even use the equipment in here?
They all have assault rifles.
Oh, and grenades.
Yeah.
It looks like the place is protected by infrared sensors. Somehow you'll have to make it past the beams.
I've got this, don't worry. Just gotta ease into it. No! Snake! That's not... Light doesn't move very slowly, it moves very quickly. You got this one wrong.
Ooh.
They're looking for me right in this 3-tile 80 area.
I didn't realize the guards down here had different helmets. Or not, whatchamacallit, balaclavas.
These are the heavy-duty guards. They take more bullets to kill. They're intelligent still.
People's reaction speed is slowest around 3 o'clock in the morning. And so is their judgment. If you're feeling drowsy, you should get some sleep.
Actually, Master, this is a really hard puzzle, okay? I'm at the top of my game. I am not sleepy.
Isn't that the perfect time to exploit the enemy's weakness as well, though?
So we should have used these thermal goggles we picked up from that broken door room. We can see that there are 2 horizontal beams here. Puzzle solved.
Get weapon first.
Yeah, we're trying to pick up ammo for the gun we don't have. Where could it be? I'm starstruck. By the FAMAS, the assault rifle.
That is a FAMAS. It is a bullpup-style assault rifle. It is durable and easy to use. Very resistant to overheating. It is a reliable weapon with smooth action. It can fire up to 1,000 rounds per minute. On full auto, you will empty a 25-round magazine in a few seconds.
But it's nothing compared to a revolver.
Yeah, I want to hear Ocelot just type it on every radio call from now on. Revolvers are better! 50 bullets? Really? I think you could get it done with 6. If you're pretty good. So yeah, with FAMAS we can murder men very quickly now.
With 4 times as many bullets, though.
No, it's just because these guards here have body armor. They would take 4 shots anyway. Every FAMAS bullet has exactly the same power as a SOCOM bullet.
Did you just run straight past that hole?
Well, yeah, I ran straight over the trapdoor before it activated. This is a little SWAT technique Snake learned about clearing a room before you enter it.
You are not slowed at all while shooting, I see.
No.
You run at full speed while shooting with the FAMAS?
Mm-hmm. With every gun.
Oh.
Every gun that you can run while firing with, which I think is just the SOCOM and the FAMAS. The downside to the FAMAS is you run out of ammo very quickly. And then you just look cool. Notice up there was a guard that has been moved to the catwalk to this area. And we've got some rooms to revisit. They're level 1. We could have gone here straight after meeting with the DARPA chief, but I didn't. This guard never turns more than 90 degrees towards the door. Just keeping a very tight inspection, taking stock of all of these, which is ironic because he's guarding a suppressor, not a stock. For the SOCOM pistol.
Good. You found a suppressor for the SOCOM pistol.
I thought that was short for suppository.
Don't worry about being noticed by the enemy when you fire. It will greatly reduce the sound and flash from your muzzle. It uses a multi-layered chamber to lower the velocity of the gas emissions, and thus reduce the sound and flash when you fire your weapon. The suppressor is narrow enough so that you can still use the gun's original sight even when it is equipped. It shouldn't change the feel when you fire it.
Why is that stored nowhere near the SOCOM?
Oh, actually, if we didn't pick up the SOCOM outside, it would have been in that level 4 door that was broken.
Ah.
So it was stored in the same general area as the suppressors. But you gotta keep them separate, because then if they meet, then they get cancelled out into a suppressed SOCOM. And that's not going to guard anything. See, since they've moved one of the guards up to that catwalk, the area down here seems a lot more spacious.
That guard was just taking up the entire room?
Mm-hmm. His presence. His gaze. But now, we're pretty much free and open to sneak down there. Because they can only have 3 guards per any area in the game.
Is that true?
Actually, yes.
Cardboard box A.
In the plastic box.
Snake is never gonna fit in that.
Crouch down. It's true, it's the cardboard box. It's back.
A cardboard box.
Yeah, you like it?
Cardboard box usually consists of a thin pasteboard with a corrugated paper center.
Huh.
They are usually made of recycled paper. It was first invented in Europe over 100 years ago. It was originally used to absorb one's sweat when wearing hats. With the same amount of wood to make one wooden box, you can make 6 or 7 cardboard boxes. And since it's
The entire Wikipedia page on cardboard.
in addition, it's strong and easy to store. That's why it's widely used for packing. But to avoid damaging weapons and other delicate
Just
instruments
awesome.
when shipping them, they should be packed in stronger boxes like wood or something. Also, the
God.
caps should be filled with
What?
space
Just
to prevent them from
I used to be a shipping major.
What's with you?
Oh, nothing. No big deal.
It is a lot more than no big deal. Did you just listen to... No, it's not just a box.
It's not just a box. Let me tell you something about this.
What have you got there? A cardboard box?
Yeah, remember that trick?
That's the snake I remember.
Look how happy Campbell is. They literally don't know what it...
Oh, Snake showing off his boxing technique.
Oh, he does mean the verb. He's like, oh, that's what hit me. Well, I'm going to pretend to ignore that. They instructed the guards, as long as they're plausible deniability that you didn't see Snake. Just imagine he's not there.
A cardboard box, huh? Just like Zanzibar.
It saved my skin more than a few times in outer heaven, too.
Getting the maximum use out of ordinary on-hand objects is the first principle of survival. It's especially important in covert operations.
I haven't forgotten what you taught me.
Did Master do this too?
No, this was a prank during his training.
What? What's that?
I didn't see anything. I don't. Oh wait a minute! This cardboard box is slightly in my path. What?
Like how he doesn't just like shoot at the box. Get out of there!
Flip. As long as they're in evasion mode, they will always flip over the box. And as long as I'm in alert mode, I'll always flip them over my shoulder.
But they'll always check first.
What's that? And this could go on forever, because by the time they get up again, you're out of alert mode.
Can you just like stick a grenade under the box and just hide it? And flip it over? Boom, or C4?
You can't get out of the box.
Oh.
Or you can't leave the box behind.
Snake, you've got to think.
Quit
Your
fooling
mind is
around.
your most dangerous weapon. If things are getting too complicated, try to simplify your thoughts. You can also try calling Campbell for advice.
Is there a thought more simplified than if I can't see them, they can't see me from inside this cardboard box?
Whether or not there's a snake in their box, you won't know unless you flip it over.
So he wants us to simplify our thoughts. They told us to call Meryl by looking at the back of the CD case. And they literally mean to look on the back of the CD case for Metal Gear Solid, the game you purchased. If you flip it over and look on the back, there's a screenshot where Snake's talking to a woman with the subtitle, Meryl, and the radio frequency 140.15.
There's also a hint hotline out the back of that CD case.
Wait a minute. Ah, I see, just one of those staircase boxes.
Does that say ration on the box?
Yeah, that's what I thought too. Rationally, it's just a cardboard box.
Who are you?
I was really impressed with the way you busted yourself out of there.
The one from the prison?
You're the Colonel's niece, Meryl, right?
No, it's not him.
It's just a box.
I'm the
Wait,
fool that
did
your
she
uncle
think
sent
you were the
all alone
DARPA
in the
chief?
middle of this whole mess.
I think she thought you were
came by
Liquid.
yourself? You
Liquid
think
wasn't
you're some kind of
from the
one-man
prison.
army? You're not even armed.
I appreciate
That's a
your
line
help
that
before, but
changes depending on
I
whether or
don't
not you
need
pick up the
lectures.
SOCOM before
You're just
getting
like
to
your
that
uncle,
fight.
you know?
How do you know my uncle?
We go way back.
What's your name?
My name's not important.
Aha.
Is it Eugene?
Could you be Snake? Are you Solid Snake?
That's what some people call me.
The legendary Solid Snake? You?
The guy who sucks and got held up by a rookie?
I
You?
wasn't sure you were one of the good guys.
But I knew you were.
How?
It's your eyes.
My eyes.
They're not soldiers' eyes.
Soldiers are bad guys.
Right.
No, they're beautiful, compassionate eyes.
They're more than 3
That's
pixels
just
wide.
what I'd expect from the legendary
My
Solid
uncle's told me
Snake.
all about
Trying
you
to sweep me
and
off
your
my
box
feet?
tricks.
Don't worry.
Is that what
You'll
Campbell
back on
told
me
her?
once you meet me. The reality
He was
is
hitting on
not much,
everything.
I'm afraid.
Oh, I don't believe that.
Also, please don't ever
Why
talk
did you
to
look
him.
so surprised when you
I'm
saw
not
my
going to
face?
give him your number.
Because
He was hitting on
you're
everything,
just like him.
especially the
You
walls.
mean the terrorist leader?
He just
Liquid
blew the
Snake.
weird ones right up.
You know him? You're not brothers, are you?
I have no family.
So what's the deal then?
Who knows? Why don't you ask him?
Our names can't be any more different.
You were involved
You have
in
the
this
same
exercise
last
from the
name and
beginning.
everything.
What exactly happened here?
I'm sorry. I was captured along with President Baker right after the terrorist attack.
That's okay. But what is this place? I don't think it's just a nuclear weapons disposal facility.
Boy, oh boy, it's just like them. Nobody told you anything.
They're opening up a new Zanzibar land.
This place isn't really for disposing.
It's this
of nuclear
Zanzibar
weapons.
world.
This base is
I have a
owned and
level
operated
5
by a
season
dummy
pass.
corporation of arms
Suddenly, oh no, those Pentagon bastards!
right, for the development of Metal Gear.
Sequels.
Colonel.
Fox
No,
and the
I'm not a
Next
colonel
Generation
anymore.
Special Forces were called here for the
No,
test
this is
launching
actually
of a
Konami
dummy
headquarters. They
nuclear
developed
warhead.
Metal Gear here.
Why Foxhound?
Because
Foxhound
they're a
an
special
acronym?
ops group used to handling
No.
top secret missions.
Oh, it's just all caps?
It's just so secret you can actually yell it and nobody will
We
hear.
must have fired
Oh.
nuclear warheads before. Why just this time?
I heard it was because this was to be a final test before the formal adoption of the Metal Gear program. Well, that's what I heard anyway.
Sounds kind of fishy. So what do you think the terrorists want?
Snake, please pay attention to the plot. They demanded the genetic information of the Big Boss's corpse, remember?
Wasn't the corpse of Big Boss kind of cremated?
There's probably some DNA in there,
Amazing
under the
you were able to
beard.
keep him hidden from the guards.
I wouldn't think it'd be so hard to just like find a strand of Big Boss's hair or something.
No, I want the whole
How's
corpse.
he holding up?
He's dead.
From a broken arm.
Heart attack. Same as the DARPA chief.
Meryl, you were there. You
The
saw the
chief died from a
corpse.
heart attack too?
Yeah. Was either of them sick or anything?
They were sitting in that really filthy cell for a long
I
time.
believe in
They were
coincidences.
both upstanding gentlemen. Thank you very much.
That man was
Sounds like
heartless.
it, but I have no idea what.
Me neither. Yet. Do you know the person who designed Metal Gear?
Hideo
Dr.
Kojima.
Emmerich?
Oh, do you mean
Yes.
Dr. Petrovich?
Is he still alive?
I mean, do you mean Dr.
He should be in the
Madnar?
research
I mean,
lab in the second
do you mean
floor
Dr.
basement of
Marv?
the nuclear warhead
What language does
storage
the
building to
scientist
the
speak this time?
Second floor basement.
north. Yeah, that's where his lab is. I think they're forcing him to work on the nuclear launching program.
What's a second
So
floor
they'll leave him
basement?
alive until that's done anyway.
Then we better do something before
Something,
he finishes.
Isn't that the first floor?
In case we can't override the detonation code in time, I need to ask him how to destroy Metal Gear.
well, you see, Snake, he just bombed the left and right feet.
It won't be the first time.
Ah,
What's the best way to get to the building where the doctor is being held?
there's a cargo door on the first floor of this building that leads to the north.
What's the security level of the door there?
5. But it's okay. I've got a level 5 card.
Why didn't you give that to me?
Doctor, you should go.
I like how she has a better keycard than the DARPA
You're
chief.
still
Yeah,
too
what the
green.
hell?
I want you to hide somewhere.
I'm not green.
Yes, you are.
I can see you.
right on the...
You pause for just 1 second in front of your enemy and it's all
Waka.
over. Good luck doesn't last forever.
I don't know what happened. I just couldn't pull the trigger right away. I never had any problems in training. But when I thought about my bullets tearing through those
Whose
soldiers'
end is this
bodies,
music coming from? Snake's or Meryl's?
Targets and shooting at living
It's Snake's
breathing
playing out
people are
ironically.
different.
Ever since I was a little girl, I always dreamed about
Just
being a
slowly gonna
soldier.
increase the volume on this MP3.
I've trained
Maybe
my
she'll get the
mind
hint.
and body for the one day when I could finally see some real action. And now,
So what now? You want to quit?
Remember to save
I
beforehand.
can't allow myself to quit.
Let me give you a number.
Is Snake just sitting in a cardboard box this entire conversation?
The first time they kill someone.
Hotboxing it, actually.
Unfortunately, killing is one of those things that gets easier the more you do it.
You get better
War,
equipment and
All
weapons.
of mankind's worst emotions, worst traits come out.
Hasn't it been getting harder and harder for Snake with his PTSD?
Yeah, well about that.
And then his PTSD?
You're just a little jumpy from the combat.
Well, it's not his fault the enemies keep getting more and more realistic.
Out. Just take it easy.
But I learned all about.
Might I suggest a refreshing smoke?
We'll talk about it.
Oh, I just realized the first Metal Gear ended in an explosion. Second Metal Gear ended in 2. I think I can guess the ending of this one.
No C4 around the President Baker go off.
Stay the hell out of my way.
You're a real bastard, just like my uncle said.
He has no family. His father and mother abandoned him. He's a real bastard.
It looks like you were right.
Snake, please stop laughing.
Laugh.
Doctor. Then we'll take care of the detonation code override.
Gotcha. But listen, I know this area better than you. Call me if you have any questions.
I have this 1-900 number, Snake. The hint hotline. It's $4.95 a minute.
So Meryl is in here not using burst transmission, right?
She doesn't have to because she's in the base.
Don't worry, Colonel. Meryl is fine.
Thank God.
Meryl is a very strong woman. I really respect her.
She's got plenty of heart.
Thanks, Snake.
Not so fast. The real mission is still ahead.
Rescuing that Metal Gear engineer is now your primary goal. When Meryl opens up the cargo door, I want you to head north.
Just gotta head through this door.
Snake, don't be so impatient. Settle down. I need a little more time to get the cargo door open. I'll call you when I get the
You just
door
gotta swipe the card,
Just wait
right?
a little, okay?
She's working up some body salts to form a personal area network around her body with.
A cardboard box. I heard stories from my uncle, but I always thought. I've got no comment.
And then he got into a box, Meryl! A box! Those security cameras don't know what hit them.
This is the worst story, Uncle.
Cargo door for you.
Thanks. Where are you?
Where I can see ya.
Bullshit, I'm in a cardboard box.
Don't worry, I'm disguised in this enemy uniform.
See, this one right here.
What does that mean?
Snake can't actually see her, right?
I think he can, because she could see his face when he called her, say that he was confusing her for liquid.
If an intruder is
Oh.
gas is released.
Gas.
Okay, so we'll meet at the nuclear warhead storage building.
Wait, you said you'd stay put and be a good girl.
I changed my mind.
Don't get careless. That's when things always turn sour.
Sorry.
One time I got careless, I left the milk out on the counter. It went sour.
Gotta get my hands dirty.
These guys are professionals. You're gonna get yourself killed.
See you there.
See you there. At my funeral, when I get killed by these professionals.
My uncle once told me about a rookie who destroyed Big Boss.
I can probably handle that. That was an idiot hiding in a cardboard box. I've got an actual disguise. Just gotta wait for Meryl to open up this door here, and we can go through the north.
The cargo door is open already. If you
Oh,
exit there
so it is.
you'll get to the storage building where Dr. Emmerich is being held. I'll head there now and wait for you. Hurry after me, okay?
I think she said it was somewhere. You gotta go up to get to the second building?
Second floor basement?
Yeah, something like that.
Meryl contacted you, didn't she? Go through the cargo door in the north part of the hangar. Head for the warhead storage building.
Soldiers that have been forged in the fires of battle are used to catching naps whenever and wherever.
He's just
they
sleeping.
can. There's a big difference between real soldiers and those kids who have only been VR simulators.
I heard that.
Playing for a long time, you should get some rest too.
I like the way you think, Master. Catch a little Z.
More like catch a disease.
I'm not smelling your pillow. Ugh.
Your way. The cargo door's on the first floor.
President Baker from beyond the grave. That was actually my pillow.
Be careful, Snake. That airlock is set with infrared sensors. You probably can't see them with
Bullshit,
your
I
naked
can't see
eyes,
them with my
but
naked
there are
eyes, so they're probably
infrared
not
beams
here.
coming out of that wall. Touch any one of them, and the doors will seal off, and the place will be flooded with poison gas.
I think since infrared is the shortest wavelength, if you zoom in really close, you should be able to see them. That's how that works. I just sneak along here and.
Snake, that room is set with infrared sensors. You should be able to see them if you had some smoke. Cigarette smoke or something.
Sorry, but these are smokeless cigarettes.
You mean those cigarettes that are designed to cut down on secondhand smoke? Oh, well, don't worry. If you blow the smoke...
Political correctness gone mad.
You should be able to see them. That was a good idea, bringing the cigarettes, but don't smoke too much. Cigarettes make you weak in mind and body. They are bad.
Unlike me, I constantly have a cigarette hanging out of my mouth, just
Are you
so.
smoking?
Yeah, so what?
Didn't you know that cigarettes contain benzopyrene, a chemical that leads to lung cancer? We now know that when benzopyrene enters the body, it changes to benzopyrene diolipoxide, BPDE, and attaches to the receptors on the p53 gene, the gene which causes lung cancer. BPDE attaches to the p53 gene in 3 specific locations and causes precancerous changes to the lung tissue.
You know a lot about science, but you don't know how good a cigarette tastes in the morning.
Especially at 3 a.m.
Smoking a cigarette?
God damn it, I'm just trying to sneak.
Poison, they kill people. Didn't you hear what Dr. Naomi said? He that cuts off 20 years of life. cuts
Is that
off
what
so
Dr. Naomi said?
much death. Is that why you smoke, Snake? You're too afraid of life?
Fine, I'll unequip the damn cigarette. You happy? My 20 years of life.
Oh no, secondhand gas!
This is much better than inhaling that toxic gas. Thanks a
Wouldn't
lot.
the infrared just be a lot better if they were just like this? 3 lines that are always up?
At least I left a smoking corpse.
Snake, answer me! Snake! Snake!
Campbell fires everybody. Who told him to stop smoking? Didn't you hear the stories I've been telling?
I get a kickback from Big Tobacco.
Nuclear weapons, nuclear reactors, hazardous waste. We are constantly being exposed to plutonium and other radioactive materials.
Or is that just me?
Smoking seems not so
This isn't
bad,
actually a cigarette, it's actually a plutonium stick. So yeah, they're basically telling us go ahead and smoke up. We could have also used the thermal goggles that we picked up, but not every player will have the opportunity for that. If you don't get the SOCOM soon enough, or if you wait until the room gets locked, you won't be able to get these by this point. But everybody has the cigarettes. Everybody cool anyway.
If you go north,
Snake, are you smoking? Oh no, it's just your breath condensing in the air.
Dr. Emmerich is probably being held there.
you've got to save him and find out how to destroy Metal Gear.
If you go north from there, you'll eventually come to the Warhead Storage Building. Dr. Emmerich should be in the laboratory area in the second floor basement. I'll go ahead and wait for you there.
Meryl.
What? Are you gonna tell me to stay back because I'm too green again?
Nope.
No, I've adjusted the tint on my monitor. I see.
But
Don't do anything stupid, okay?
stupid? Boy, thanks for the great show of confidence.
Now enter that room on the left.
I'll see you there.
Not doing anything stupid.
Be careful. There are Claymore mines around there. Use a mine detector.
Who are you?
Just call me Deep Throat.
All the kids in high school did, the bastards.
Watergate scandal?
Never mind about that.
You're not using burst transmission.
Look, Snake, if you don't want to end up pixels like me, you gotta stop smoking.
Who are you anyway?
One of your fans.
Again? Has Colonel been giving out my codec frequency to everybody?
Snake, I'm the president of your fan club.
I know. We were monitoring the call. Mei Ling knows everything about the communication system, so let me have her explain it to you.
Well, if somebody knows your frequency, they can call you. But the question is, how did he learn it? It's top
My bad. I kind of dropped the ball on that one. Sorry, Snake.
That's the only explanation.
I have no idea who could have done that, Snake.
Do you know where that transmission originated from?
I'm sorry. The radio waves were too weak to locate their source, but I'm sure he's near you. Somewhere.
Snake is calling himself.
Snake, you'll have to go through the minefield to advance.
That area is mined? If you only had a mine detector.
A minefield,
Is everyone just kind of huddled over the same code?
Meryl knows the base like the back of her hand. Why don't you ask her?
People who have been through war and survived develop a kind of sixth sense to warn them of danger. Trust your instincts as a soldier, as a gamer.
The place is mined? Well, if you use a mine detector, you'll be able to see the mines displayed on your radar. If you need a mine detector, there should be one on the second floor of the tank hangar.
Yeah, also don't do anything stupid. Bye. You're the rookie.
I'm setting a mine detector up at the second floor hangar.
Mei Ling, how can someone outside of this operation cut into my codec?
You're talking about that guy calling himself Deep Throat. We were monitoring from here.
What about it?
Well, if somebody knows your frequency, they can call you. But the question is, how did he learn it? It's top secret information.
Can you tell me where he called from?
I'm sorry. The signal is too weak to locate its source.
It's possible he has a
he's
copy
near
of the
you.
CD
Somewhere
case
on the base.
Wouldn't he be calling Meryl?
of Metal Gear 2.
Oh,
Actually, the puzzle where we had to call Meryl based on the screenshot on the back of the game case is directly lifted from Metal Gear 2. We had to do the same thing when Colonel Campbell changed his codec frequency. Like a cool kid posing on the steps.
Snake, if you walk on that floor normally, it'll make a lot of noise and the enemy will
where
hear you.
is she calling from to look at Snake at all times? Her stealth is better than yours.
Her stealth is better than Master Miller's advice. He tried to tell us to walk slowly when we can't actually do that in this game. So the real advantage in having the SOCOM suppressor is we could do stuff like that and kill guards off screen.
Just shoot randomly and it's okay because they can't get alerted.
Mm-hmm. Guards don't take notice of bullets hitting walls. As long as we fire enough to kill them once they get hit.
Once we get the revolver and we can bounce off of walls, it's going to be really good.
Told you they're better.
That is a mine detector. It works by searching for metal objects.
No metal objects here.
Why was there a mine detector in here?
Somebody dropped the floppy disk and didn't want to bend over.
Of the landmines will show up on your radar. All you have to do is equip the mine detector and keep an eye on your radar.
Look at all those cardboard boxes, they could be full of soldiers.
Wait, use the mine detector carefully as opposed to... Snake, you're recklessly using that mine detector!
Swinging around like a golf club.
Master, does the name Deep Throat mean anything to you?
Not since my college days, Snake.
You mean the guy from Watergate?
No, but he uses
Well,
the same
I assume he's not the same guy.
He's not part of our operation, but he's been giving me advice by Codec.
What?
That's my job!
Transmission. It seems he was transmitting from somewhere on this base.
Somewhere on the base?
Snake, listen to me. His advice is inferior. Whatever you do.
Also, take a nap on that staircase. Snake, all of the best soldiers lie in front of tanks. To show tanks for the battlefield, of course.
Oh god, those lasers. I can't even tell which one's in front of you.
Yeah, it really is more effective just use the cigarette, because it only shows the ones you're next to. But then you would lose precious life.
You just eat a meal with your cigarettes.
A minefield, huh? Don't forget to use your mine detector. When you find out where a mine is, crawl forward.
No, I have all the advice on claymores.
Killed over 20,000 non-combatants in the past 30 years. In countries like Cambodia and Nicaragua, the killing and maiming of innocent victims continues long after the wars have ended. It is easy to plant mines, you see, but
it doesn't look that hard.
As shown here, it's not like you could just pick them up with your feet.
No, you gotta get it right into your crotch before you can pick it up.
And other equipment to remove them. It is the least we could do after laying them.
It seems a lot more troublesome to lay these mines than it is to pick them up, though.
Either you lay them or you lay on them.
Claymore mines. Unlike other mines, which are planted underground, claymores are set up above ground and are designed to produce maximum damage in a wide fan-shaped area. When they go off, they spray 700 1.2 millimeter steel pellets in a 60-degree pattern, much like an oversized shotgun. Traditionally, claymores use a tripwire to set them off, but those claymores are a new type. They are camouflaged using the new stealth technology and are equipped with sophisticated motion detection.
Oh, so they're not buried.
No. That's why we can see them with thermal goggles on.
What does the Snake have this new stealth technology everyone's talking about?
Very expensive.
Is everything all right, Snake? In my parents' homeland, they say, if there are more wolves, the people are eaten. If there are more people, the wolves are eaten.
Her homeland of San Francisco?
You're badly outnumbered, Snake. Try not to let them see you.
Luckily, there are more people than the rations, and the rations are eaten. Oh no, there are 20 cigarettes in this pack. I'll be smoked.
Just like Baker said, we are facing increasing danger from stored nuclear materials. You see, there are 3 elements necessary in the manufacture of nuclear weapons. nuclear materials, nuclear engineers, and manufacturing technology.
I think you can almost say the same with anything.
Or illegal means, if you have enough money.
You need something to make it with, somebody to make it, and some means to make it.
Oh, you talk of nukes. The great danger.
In the Eastern Bloc countries in particular, there is a tremendous brain drain. They cannot keep their scientists in the country, and each year...
Just like me, I moved to California.
...go to work for the highest bidder. Just like Baker said, each year there are more and more cases of muff coming from the nuclear material storage facilities. That stands for material unaccounted for.
Scientists just sneaking this underneath their lab coats, walking out the door.
Disguising it as a cigarette and smoking it out the door.
The nuclear management program fell to pieces. In the late 1990s, there were rumors that nearly 100 suitcase-sized nuclear bombs mysteriously disappeared from the Soviet arsenal. We still do not know whether it is true or not, but it is possible that they fell into the hands of terrorists.
We should not have given the scientists access to a suitcase in the office. In retrospect.
Maintaining a dominant nuclear arsenal. They are big on the nuclear deterrent theory. The idea behind a nuclear standoff is that both countries would be too afraid to use a nuclear weapon for fear of a nuclear reprisal. In other words, the only thing preventing a country from totally devastating another country with nuclear weapons is the fear of a nuclear counterstrike. Those two probably feel that Metal Gear will further promote that security.
Total annihilation as opposed to total annihilation?
Yeah, we're really gonna nuke you, but with a robot.
That is why they will never be in favor of the total elimination of nuclear weapons. And with each new country...
What does Metal Gear really add?
Legs.
As long as the nuclear deterrent policy continues, we will never be rid of nuclear weapons. The theory of nuclear deterrence was born during the Cold War, at a time of great suspicion between the US and the USSR. The great gulf between the ideologies of East and West caused a dramatic escalation in the arms race.
And now we have an escalation of the legs race.
Trust and fear between the world's two great superpowers. The last half of the 20th century was shaped by the policy of nuclear deterrence. But the world has changed. The Cold War has ended, and we are now living in a world where small regional conflicts are breaking out all over.
Shown here.
Are not so simple anymore.
How old is Metal Gear?
The
like
robot?
this game?
1998.
Oh wow.
Takes place in 2005.
Between different ethnic groups and religions.
All these things are so relevant still.
Kojima really is a prophet.
For people such as them, the fear of a counterstrike often means little. And that is why the nuclear deterrence policy has...
Did you both just get flipped?
Yes, actually.
Nuclear standoff is not a
He finally got knocked out!
Current world climate.
Mutually understood destruction makes fools of us all! You've got 3 more rounds, Snake!